Alright, welcome back to GPEMEDIA Academy. My name is Destiny Gospel and this is Capcut introduction. I'll be using this screen record to introduce you to Capcut. Actually, this is a mobile version of Capcut, and basically the mobile version and the PC version are very similar. So if you know how to use the mobile version, you definitely know how to use the PC version. Okay, before you begin with Capcut, you need to understand something. And what is that thing? You need to know that video editing is not just about pressing buttons. It is actually about communication. You are editing your video to communicate. Okay, and the editing your video will carry depends on what information you want to pass across. Now, every video you see online is passing a message. Some of them are for entertainment, some are for teaching, just like what we do on GPEMEDIA, while some are for making money, just for making money. Okay, so if your mindset is wrong, your editing will definitely be confusing. Now, what I'm trying to say is that as a media person, you should always ask yourself, what message am I trying to pass on? For example, you are editing a sermon. What message do you want to pass on using that sermon? Okay, so your editing should be clarity first before editing. Okay, now I'll be showing us some basic features of Capcut, the major physical features of Capcut editing tool. The first thing you'll see is what we call the preview screen or canvas. This is the preview screen. Okay, now what is the preview screen? It's also known as canvas. This is where you see everything you are editing. Okay. This picture you are currently seeing is a video I uploaded before taking the screenshot. So the preview screen shows you everything you're working with. Now, what are some of the basic functions you see on the screen? You see play, preview. This is play, and this is previewing. You see all the changes you are editing. You can also drag and position elements like text, stickers, and overlays. Also, you can pinch to zoom in and zoom out. Okay, now what you need to know about this preview is that this is where you see everything you are creating. So the preview is just like the eye of Capcut. It enables you to see everything you're working with. Okay, now let's move to the next. The next is what we call the timeline or editing bar. Timeline or editing bar. Now the timeline is the bottom section that is under the preview. Okay, under the preview, the next you see the timeline. The timeline is where your video clips are arranged and controlled, not just video clip, all other items. Every item you add to your workspace will be previewed here to appear here. Okay, like you can see, this first one now is a video that you're seeing on the preview. So your timeline shows you everything you're working on. On the timeline, you see your time bar. This white long line is more like your play bar. Okay, it indicates your time frame. Now, what are some of the functions you can see on your timeline? Cut and trim clips, arrange clips by dragging them, adjust timing and duration. On the timeline also, you can use your fingers to drag, to pinch. You can also use your fingers to move and arrange items. Okay, don't forget, this is just an introduction video. I'm going to be doing more videos on Capcut where I'll be showing these functions one after the other. Okay, now what you need to understand about timeline is that The timeline is where you control everything. Okay, now let's join them together. The preview is where you see the items you're working with, while the timeline is where you control all the items. All right, and let's move on to the next important interface. Is this plus button. We call it add media button. Now this is the button that allows you to import other media elements into your workspace. It allows you to bring videos, pictures, audio files, and so many other things. So whatever you want to bring in, this is where you come in. Now the simple understanding of that is that this is how you import what you want to edit. For example, you already have a video here. To add another video, I need to click on the plus button. I can't go back. If I go back, that means I've exited that current page. Okay, it's just like other computer softwares. For example, now your Microsoft Word, you open a page and then you start whatever. Okay, so once you create your Capcut page, that is more like your workspace. So everything you add will be added to that particular space. Once you exit it, I mean you've exited that particular document. All right, let's move on. The next you need to know about are the editing toolbar, the main tools. For example, these are the default tools that you see on your editing toolbar. Your editing toolbar is usually at the bottom side of your screen. Okay, don't forget, after your preview, you see your timeline. Then on the timeline, you see your add media button. Then after that, at the bottom side, you see your editing toolbar. Now, edit audio, text, effect, overlay, and caption. These are the default tools, some of the default tools that you see. Okay. Now, how do we describe this session? The editing toolbar is where you access all the tools used for editing. Whatever you want to edit, whatever tool you need, they will be shown here. Then you select to pick. Okay. Now some of the main tools are under edit. You have split, trim, crop, rotate, clips. Under audio, you have add music, extract audio from video, record voiceover. Okay. Then under text, you have add titles and captions, use auto captions. Under effects, you have add visual effects to your video. Animation, you can add movement, and so on and so forth. These are all tools that we use to create the magic on Capcut. Now don't forget, we are not talking about AI generated video. We are talking about you editing the sermon video you've already recorded. We are not talking about AI generating video. Okay, so let's move on. The next important thing you need to know about Capcut is what we call overlay system, or you can call it layers. Now this picture you're seeing here, now these are two videos. One is very wide and very full screen, then the other one is on top of it, just at the corner of it. Okay, now this overlay allow you to add other items on top of your video. Don't forget what I said on top, not in between. Okay, that is, you can add another video on top of your video, you can add pictures on top of your video, you can add text on top of the video, you can add what's it called, church logo on top of your video, and so on and so forth. So overlay in Capcut allow you to put other items on top of your video. Then you use your fingers to reposition them, drag and whatever. You can see how they appear on the timeline. You can see the first video and this is the second video. So that is overlay. Now let's move on to the audio section. And the audio section, you can also see it on the timeline right here. You can see the timeline. audio is also included. So what is the function of the audio? That is where you add your background sound, you add your effects, voice over, and so on and so forth. You can adjust volume and effects, whatever. Now, one thing I need to talk about editing toolbar. They are not usually static, okay? They change from time to time depending on the item that is active. For example, this is our timeline. If the video is active, you will be having a different set of tools here. Okay, you'll be having something like split, trim, crop, and so on and so forth. Then if a sound is active, that is, if you click on a sound on the timeline, you'll be having a different set of tools. You may be having add music, extract, just like that. If a text is active also, the tools here will be different. Okay, so don't allow yourself to be confused when you see them change. They change based on the items that is active on the timeline. Okay, let's move on. We've talked about the audio section. Now, when you are done with all your magic, don't forget this is just introduction. I'm going to be doing more videos on other aspects. I've not talked about how to add effects, transitions, and the rest, how to cut and trim and the rest. So you just make sure you follow up the channel so that you can be updated and alerted once I upload. Okay, now export button. This is very important. Now this is more like this, the last, like I call it the last. Okay, let's say after you've done your editing, you've done all the whatever, to make your video now useful to you, you have to export it. If unfortunately you are using a Capcut version that does not support export, it will be very annoying. That is, after all what you've done, you are unable to export your video. That is, you are unable to save it to your device. That is just a way I will say it. The easiest way to explain this is that this export enable you to save all the magic you've performed here as video to your device. Then you can share and do whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so if you are using a Capcut version that does not allow you to export without subscription, simply reach out to GPEMEDIA Academy. Then we can get you a version that you can use and export anytime you want to export at very affordable rates. Okay, so reach out to us via WhatsApp. The number will be displayed on the screen. Thank you. So let's move on. Now we come to project settings. This function is not always to be tampered with. If you are a beginner, you don't need to tamper with it. You can see beside export, you will see AI, whatever. Now that function is for you to set up your video output the way you want your video to come out. Like I said, it is not meant to be tampered with if you don't really know how they work. Okay, if you are a beginner, then you don't need to touch it. Just use the default set. Okay, for professionals, you can adjust your resolution from 720p to 1080p to 2K, whatever. You can adjust your frame rate, byte rate, and so on and so forth. But don't forget that the more you adjust, the more the size of your video increases. Okay, so you can see estimate file 1499 mega, that is 1 gig point 499 megabyte. Okay, so when you increase, your size increases. You increase, your size increases. So have that at the back of your mind. But like I said, if you are a beginner, you don't need to tamper with it. Just leave it the way it is. Use the default. The default will give you a better output. Okay, once you are done with that, you do this before exporting. Okay, if you are adjusting your project, Once you're done with that, you export, and after exporting, once you click on export, you click on save to device, and then wait for your video to get saved to your phone, and after that you can compress and go on with it. Okay, thank you very much for your time. I believe you've been able to get one or two. Like I said, this is just introduction to Capcut, and I'm using a screenshot to introduce the mobile version, and also I made it clear that if you can use the mobile version, you'll be able to use the PC version because they are very similar. Okay, so I'll be doing more videos on Capcut. After the introduction, I will be doing more videos talking about cutting and trimming and so on and so forth. But for you not to miss out, make sure you are subscribed, turn on the notification bell, and also make sure you are following our WhatsApp channel. Very, very important. If you are a student of GPEMEDIA Academy, you need to make sure that you are following both channels for your own good. And please, if you have a question, you can either ask your question in the comment section, or if you are enrolled into a media training, go on to your various classes and ask your question there, or you reach out to me personally via WhatsApp. Once again, my name is Gospel, and this is GPEMEDIA Academy. Our mission here is to make church media very easy for everyone, and we've been given a mandate to train individuals, groups, and upcoming churches on how to use technology, how to use media to spread the gospel. If you are interested to join our training, you can contact us via WhatsApp and get enrolled into our online training. Or if you are in Port Harcourt, for now, right now we are taking physical classes in Port Harcourt. Later we are going to be moving to another location, but for now it's Port Harcourt. You can also reach out to us. And then if you need basic media softwares, you can also reach out to us. They are very, very affordable, the lowest price rates anywhere. Thank you once again. I remain Destined Gospel. See you in the next video. Thanks.